Welcome back to Two Online.
Oh my god,
Hi,
millennial
guys.
pause is crazy.
I didn't know who was gonna do it. Welcome back. We have a special guest with us today, Lucy. This is me and Alana's little sister. She just turned 13 the other day.
Big 1-3.
Today we're gonna be reading some more Reddit stories. Alyssa gonna be reading today.
We have a Valentine's Day themed Reddit story.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah!
We did not expect that.
I actually got scared.
So this one's going to be a little different. We usually do Am I the Asshole or Am I Overreacting? But this week we're doing Valentine's themed ones, where this one is Waiters, what Valentine's Day disasters have you witnessed? So I think that's going to be fun.
And we all currently are or have been servers, so we can relate to these, and we'll probably be able to give a little more insight on these ones.
Except Lucy, she's only 13,
Yeah.
obviously, but she'll be here to give some other insight.
We got a young Gen Z. Is she Gen Z? Or is she... Yeah, Gen Alpha perspective.
So old. I think we're Gen Z. Technically.
Yeah. Oh, we are.
You guys are like the
Gen
generation
Z.
before me. We're the good part of Gen Z, though, because
Yeah.
the younger is insane.
Wait, aren't we called Zoomers?
Bruh.
Like the opposite of boomers, but like boomer energy, but we're Zoomers. Isn't that like the thing?
heard of that.
No, because boomers are like grandma and older.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We're the opposite. Like we're the young Zoomers. We're the technology version of boomers. I don't know. I
I've
heard that
never heard it.
somewhere. Leave in the comments. Have you heard the term Zoomer before?
And
And what
so
is it?
What question? Alright, you want to get started?
Yep. Okay, so I served at a Japanese hibachi restaurant and once had a couple come and the dude dumps her after the meal. She then gets up and throws up a trail, probably a good 20 feet, as she runs to the bathroom. The dude got up and left the girl and I was left to clean up the mess.
Why did she throw up?
Someone said, why the hell does she throw up so much? And someone said, some people puke when they are really stressed or distraught, I guess.
I know that I do.
That makes sense. I've definitely been like,
That
Like,
is
is it
not in my
that-
job description
like, is that
to
feeling
clean
where
up
you don't
throw
feel
up.
good?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Unless it's in my job description that I have to clean up bodily fluids.
I'm walking out.
Sorry.
You
Not
need extra pay for that.
Mm-hmm.
I get $2.83 an hour. I'm not cleaning up bodily fluids.
That's
for
a
no reason.
biohazard.
Exactly.
There was a note in our reservations that it was an engagement. They wanted champagne, a specific seat, bunch of other stuff. The server comes up to the table with something like, "So I read we're celebrating an engagement, congratulations." Confusion from the woman, glaring from the guy. He hadn't proposed yet. She ruined it.
I was
Damn.
so
Mm-hmm.
That's so cliche though.
Like getting proposed on Valentine's Day, like please.
I think that it's not just the server's fault.
Yeah, because
Because she didn't know.
Yeah.
They said
maybe
they were
he-
celebrating an
he should have told
engagement.
her.
But she could have been like accused, like instead of saying how did the engagement go, she could have been like, so how's our night so far? Like, you know, like she
Are
didn't
we
have to,
celebrating
like,
it?
Yeah.
And I feel like if she saw the ring on her finger, then she
Yeah.
would know he already proposed.
Yeah.
But she said something. She said it.
Mm-hmm. My wife's best friend at the time stopped being friends with my wife because I didn't involve her in my engagement plan. She was honestly the worst. It did hurt my wife's feelings because they had been friends since grade school, but the friend was just an awful person and the complete opposite of my wife. I never understood it. That was the reply to the waitress one.
I was confused on what that story was about
I
for a
just
second.
thought that was interesting. These two were on a date and the guy went to go use the bathroom. The girl just up and left after he went to the restroom. When the guy came back, he sat around for a while until asking his waitress where she went. She replied with saying that she left. The guy then asked the waitress if she would go on a date with him. The waitress said no.
Good.
Someone said 0 for 2 in one night. Damn.
Period though. Like, how are you gonna be on a date? And that's like, that reminds me of, I forget his name because I can't say it anyway. But the guy from my mom's old house, who, when I was in the bathroom, tried to hit on you too.
Yeah.
I'm like,
oh my god. Yeah. He was 0 for 2 that night too.
Yeah.
And he got scolded by your mom. And she said, "When you were in jail, I was your CO."
Oh man.
God.
That was a night.
I mean, why would he think that it was okay just to...
And he didn't leave after that either. He like stuck
Yeah.
around and was like, "So why'd you say something? Like, what the hell?" And I was like,
yeah, after my mom went and yelled at him, he like would not leave.
yeah, he just like stood there. It was so awkward. I wanted to like crawl into my skin.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Men are disgusting.
Audacity.
And, like, to hit on two people in the same family
Cousins,
is crazy.
yes.
And
That's like she who shall not be named dating all of her friends' exes.
Sure.
Clock that. Clock that.
and we know you're watching, bitch.
Even if
Actually,
you didn't want to follow us and you wanted to copy us, we know you're watching.
Mhm.
No shade, no tea, just facts. Not a waiter, but in my strip club bouncer days, we had one of our regulars get suited up and bring flowers in one V-Day to try and woo one of the dancers. It did not work. Pro tip, if every time y'all hang out it involves you giving her money, she's not into you. Oh God. And I hate that too, like money-based services, like the audacity of guys to think like they deserve a chance because they're giving you money at your job, like...
Yeah,
That's like
especially at like a club like that, like the whole point is to dance and do stuff for other people and then get money for it, and then you're gonna come in with roses. Like this is a transactional relationship. This is nothing. I don't like you. Like I don't.
Probably so uncomfortable for the
I don't see you
dancer.
outside. I don't nothing. Anything to add?
You haven't talked at all.
Yes, I have.
No, but that is like a common thing that I've heard, like that men just like expect and like think that they're in some sort of like relationship with a stripper or whatever because she acts like she likes them because it's her job to act like she likes
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, they could be the dirtiest, grimiest person, but that's her job, is to make you feel liked and yeah. Like the people that go on the poles and just dance in front of everyone, their job is a little bit different during that, where they're just trying to show themselves off to make sure everyone thinks they look good or whatever. But when it comes to like one-on-one, their whole thing is to be like, damn, you fine, like all that other stuff. So don't bring me roses when you give me $100 a night. Sorry.
Probably more.
I could have brought you flowers and held your hand. Bruno Mars?
I know.
just start singing.
This one's a little bit of a long one. I worked at a pretty high-end Mediterranean bistro. My second Valentine's there, it was probably the busiest night I've ever worked as a server. We had reservations that booked basically the entire restaurant, including the bar and patio, from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. No walk-ins were to be seated unless a reservation was canceled or someone with a reservation didn't show up. Most of the customers were pretty understanding and either waited or simply left. One dude, however, kept pushing and pushing, asking every 10 minutes how much longer until he is seated, constantly saying how he is a regular customer and how his date is going to be there at 7. He got there at 6. We insisted that once a table was available and all the customers before him were seated, he could get a table. But because of the amount of reservations, we couldn't guarantee he would even get a table at all. At about 6:50, the guy loses it, fast walks up to the hostess stand where the reservation book is, grabs the reservation book, and practically runs out the front door. Now, everything is going to be complete shit because the only copy of the reservations for the night that is barely half over is gone. Two of the owners ran outside to follow the guy and try to get the book back, but by the time they got out, he had already left the parking lot. Even better is, 2 hours later, chaos is still running rampant, and the dude shows back up, saying he has a reservation for 2. Three of the 5 of the owners, all brothers, escorted the dude and his date out to the parking lot and banned him from the restaurant permanently. They even took a picture of him and posted it in the window saying, "Do not serve this man."
Oh my
I
god.
hate that.
People
so
just
pushy,
have
like-
crazy audacity.
Entitlement.
You think that you're gonna take that book, come back, and say I have a reservation? That's insane.
Like taking off fucking running and then having the audacity to come back.
Like,
everyone saw you.
Like, I think it was
Like,
good that he showed up an hour early, because then if somebody canceled or didn't show up, he was right there. But he got so mad and was like, "Give me that book." Crosses everyone out. It's me now.
That's what I thought it was going. Like he like crossed everyone out by his name, but no, he just stole the whole book. He said, "If I can't have dinner, no one can."
Came back 10 minutes later when the date got there. 7, because it was 6:50. Was like, "I have a reservation." Mind you, everywhere on Valentine's Day is booked. Okay, you're not getting nowhere. You're not getting in unless you have a reservation. So the audacity again, the entitlement to think that you're just because you're a regular, you automatically have a seat.
That's how people be though. Like they really.
that's how people at Texas Roadhouse are. They be like
We just
yelling
went
at
there.
the host and shit. Like they like the one guy. He was so mad. Like he's like, I'm on the wait list and blah blah blah. And he was like, he like walked away from her because she said like, I'm sorry, like we're waiting like for your table. And he was like mumbling shit under his breath. Like I would be so pissed if I was her. Like there's nothing they can do. You see, like it's literally you're like sardines in there waiting for a table. Like.
We were actually just there, and we were eating, about to leave, and this guy came up, and I think he was bringing 3 other people, but he was there early. And they sat him at a table, and he was on the phone complaining. He was like, "I hate where I'm at." Like, I hate it. And then he walked over to, like, where they put their food in, that little station. He walked over and was like, excuse me. And they would not look at him. They would not answer. So he walked out.
Was I in the bathroom when that happened?
I don't know.
My biggest pet peeve in all like customer service based industries is the entitlement of people. Like I don't care if you were the first customer when this store opened, just because of that does not give you the right to one, act like a 2-year-old and throw a tantrum, and 2, verbally abuse the staff who aren't getting paid shit to deal with that. Like it pisses me off so bad. It makes me want to be so petty and be like, oh, just took your name off the reservation, like you're not.
I really need to work at that restaurant where you're allowed to be mean. Because I'm so done with this.
I want to go there so bad, but I would probably cry.
You would.
I'd
get mad.
I hate when people
You start beating them up.
like back to the entitlement. Like when people come in to at least my job and they're like, I know the owner.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, I hate that.
So do
So
I.
yeah,
Like
for real.
What do you want?
I don't get
What do
free
you-
stuff. Like,
I still have to pay, so
Yeah.
so do you. Although, I don't know.
At my job, we don't have any discounts at all, except like, you know, friends and family of servers and workers and stuff like that. That's the only discount we have.
Not
And
even veterans discount.
I don't
nothing.
think we have a veterans discount
We have,
either.
we have nothing. And people would be like, do you have a veterans discount? And it literally hurts my heart to be like, no, I'm so sorry.
that's
And
like
then,
the one thing you should have.
I
like,
know. But then
Fuck
they
the
get
seniors.
But then they get pissed and they're like, what? You know, I'm like, I'm sorry, take it up with my manager.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I hate when also, we'll get back to it after this. I hate when like customers get mad at you for something and it's like, this is not my place, but like your place. Like this is a corporate thing. Like
It's
I
a
don't make the
chain.
rules. I am
Yeah.
the lowest of the low here. Like talk to somebody else about this.
I know, like the prices. People are always complaining about the price. I'm like,
I don't
make
make
them
them.
for you.
Like,
At my job, it's the coupon policy, and the amount of people who get hysterical and like almost violent over a $1 off coupon, and I'm like, girl, it expired like 2 days ago, and they're like, well, back in 1983, it was acceptable for the day after, and I'm like, they changed the policy. I didn't make the policy. I didn't write the policy. I don't know, and it's $1. Seriously.
and I'm not getting fired over $1 for you.
And also my job like marks up prices so much, so it's like if you're really that damn bad for a $1 coupon, go to the dollar store.
They
I
probably
would.
have
I'd
this.
rather. Yeah.
It's so expensive where you work.
Mhm. For real.
You could have said that louder.
Not wait staff, but I used to work.
It's not 1983.
Not wait staff, but I used to work front desk at a hotel. One Valentine's Day, I was working the night shift, and this woman comes down with a cut above her eye, looking like she just won a few rounds in the ring with a boxer. Woman starts sobbing and asks us to call the cops, which we do immediately. Turns out, this girl's boyfriend just beat the shit out of her during a fight. And from what I could tell, probably wasn't the first time. So after the cops show up and haul the dude off, my manager offers her a different room on comp, as we need to leave the guy's stuff where it is for him to pick it up the next day. She accepts, and I go up with the woman to help her collect her stuff and move to the new room. There were a bunch of bottles of alcohol in the room, and she donated them to the front desk staff. I got a bottle of Hypnotic and some vodka. Manager got a bottle of Patron. Cherry on top of everything, the dude's wife called later that night saying someone had stolen his card as he was out of town on a business trip. Never one to defend an abuser, I told her where she could find her husband. Fun times.
Per. You
Period on
should
her.
have.
So not only is he a woman beater, but he's a fucking cheater as well.
Wait, so they said he could come back tomorrow to get his stuff. Why won't he be in jail tomorrow?
Because he could probably bail himself out.
No, get that man. Get that man.
I wonder what he's gonna tell his wife
I
when
don't-
he's in jail.
Controversial
Like,
opinion.
I'm sorry.
Bail should not be a thing. If you're in jail, you should probably stay in jail.
Well, what if, I think that if you're with somebody who is doing drugs just because you're with them, like you could be there standing, yelling at them, don't do drugs, don't do blah blah, but you're in the vicinity, like sometimes you'll get arrested for that shit. I think that you should be able to bail yourself out of that. The other person, no. They
I
should
remember
stay.
when we were at the hotel and they all brought substances that we weren't okay with and we didn't want there. Had the police showed up, everyone would have gone to jail. Should we have not gotten bail because we were there by association?
That's why you be the one to call the cops. You can't go down for somebody else's crime if you call the cops on them.
True.
I mean, I guess so.
I mean,
But like, what if you walk into somewhere and they're doing drugs, but like you don't even know, and right behind you is the SWAT team coming to bust it.
They would see you there not doing drugs. They'd be like, all right, this one's cool. Like,
No, there's like a lot of people that sit there, pack cocaine things, and then they got a bitch on the side because it's just their bitch. But they're not doing drugs, they're not doing nothing, but it's like a piece of arm candy, and now they're arrested because
they
they're
made
like
that
a
choice,
prostitute.
Yeah.
if they're a prostitute, yeah. But what if they're not? What if they're just like, they got in a relationship before all this started?
I would not. So
I think there's
Listen.
some
Okay.
exceptions.
I know that this does not apply to everyone because America is corrupt and you could be walking down the street and look wrong, and it's the unfortunate world that we live in and something's got to change. But typically, if you're not doing anything wrong, like, you're not going to get arrested. Like, if you don't surround yourself with people that are doing things wrong, you're not going to get arrested. Like, it is a conscious choice to be, like you said about that girl. That's like boyfriend and girlfriend. If you decided to break up with him, then you wouldn't be in that situation. Like, it's all your choice.
I have 3 from the same commenter, and then I'll move on to a different post.
And then you over there.
But don't go out that way. Go out this way. Okay, so the first one is the most awkward. My first job as a waitress, a guy wanted to propose to his girlfriend. He came in 2 months before to book and had everything figured out. He planned to pop the question during dessert. We had champagne, balloons.
Wait. You said they were only together for 2 months? And they were gonna pop the question?
We had champagne, balloons, and sparklers prepped for the big moment. The time comes, he drops to one knee, gives a speech about his love for her. He asks, she says no. Puts the ring in her bag, finishes her dessert, and leaves. Quite possibly the most awkward thing I have had to witness. The manager gave him everything for free. He felt that bad for him. Cringed inside every time I saw him after that.
Oh my god.
And she took the ring.
That's
Don't
just
tell
so
that.
sad.
Don't tell that.
He said, get that head, that bread, then leave. Peace out.
No, that's actually insane work. Okay, number 1, 2 months. Calm down. Calm down. 2 months is crazy.
That's crazy.
Then she said no and took your ring.
That-
I would have chased her down for that ring. Give it back.
I mean, at least
That's
you got
wild.
free food. Mm,
Yeah.
But how much did you spend on the ring?
true.
Not.
And
not equal
I mean,
one
not
dinner.
a lot if he didn't chase her out.
I mean, at that point, I would be so shocked. The most fucked up. I was working as a duty manager and one of the tills kept dropping off the network. As I was trying to fix it, I could clearly hear the conversation of the table by the waiter station. Started out sweet enough with her excitedly telling him she was pregnant. He went quiet and didn't say anything for a bit, and then asked what the plan was. She said she was keeping the baby. He said he didn't want kids and had told her this. She got upset and said she thought he'd be happy and change his mind when he found out. By this point, I fixed the till, but I'm unable to step away from this car crash. Turns out she stopped taking the pill without telling him, thinking she could turn him around. He said he knew she could be a little nuts sometimes, but this was next level. He told her it was over and she could send someone to collect her things as he wanted nothing more to do with her. He called me over to pay the bill and just left. The guy never even shouted. He just calmly went, "Fuck this," and noped out of there. I couldn't even look her in the eye, just left her to leave in her own time.
I feel bad because he's probably wrapped into child support and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Like, to not. I hate girls like that. Like, you can't force a child onto someone. And then, like you said, like, you should probably put them on child support. Like, you can't do that if they're explicitly saying, no, I don't want this baby. And you trap them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he thought you were on the pill, girl.
Some
Yeah.
people just love being single parents, though, like, because at that point, like, you're choosing to be a single parent at that point, because he was straight up, and then she thought she could trick him by stop taking her birth control. Like, I feel like that, you know how some guys, like, take the condom off, like, mid-sex, and then that's, like, assault, and, like, states are starting to punish that. I feel like the same thing should go for if a girl stops taking her birth control to purposely get pregnant when the other party did not consent to that.
Yeah.
Like, there is always things that can happen. Like, you still can get pregnant on birth control. It's not 100% effective. So, if that happened, I think everything would be different. But she went off of it.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I think, I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on it, but I think, like, right after you take birth control, like, you're super fertile. After you stop, I think you're super fertile.
Have you ever watched Shameless?
Yes.
Debbie literally did the same thing. She was on birth control, but the doctor said, do not have unprotected sex for at least 48 hours. That day, she had unprotected sex and then got pregnant and literally did the same thing. Trapped that guy and then was like crying that she was a single mom. Like,
And then she was, like, so sad that he died. Like, you're crazy.
I know. The funniest. Managing hotel room service where there was a Valentine's package that included getting each course of the special menu delivered to your room. More than a few couples thought it was a good idea to call for the next course and then started having sex. Having to help with deliveries as reception fucked up the bookings, I had the privilege of people answering the door naked, seeing toys strewn around, and one where the other members of the... I don't know if Lucy should be here for this one.
She's already saw it.
Other members of the threesome were carrying on in the background. After complaints of similar instances from my team, I had to take action. I ended up having to call the offending guests and tell them they could not respect my team by answering the door in at least a closed dressing gown. They could come down and collect the rest of their meal from the restaurant. Bonus from the same night, had to call an ambulance for a woman with a dislocated shoulder. The guy admitted that they were trying to recreate...
Oh, God.
I don't even want to say this. I can't say it with Lucy here.
Cover yours.
The guy admitted they were trying to recreate a bukkake type scene in the shower using conditioner as the cum. He slipped in the conditioner and fell on her.
Oh my god.
have no words. Don't know what to say to that.
Just shock.
That's crazy. I mean, one thing I can say, not about that part, but like, I will never understand people that just like, why are you answering the door naked, first of all? Like, or like, and why are you answering the door while other people are still, like, that makes no sense to me. Like no one else, like, they're not gonna be
especially in
like,
a place
oh,
that
isn't
should be
your home.
considered assault too.
yeah. Well,
To your eyes. Fuck out of here.
I feel like sometimes it is. You remember that DoorDash girl?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
She got
She
arrested.
tried.
So
Yeah.
period. She
But that's
But
a
that
whole
was his
different
home.
story.
yeah, that was his home, but like,
And he said leave it outside. But
yeah. But like, yeah, that's like when you do, no, I don't want to say it, but like when, like, what do you call it? Like, creepers be like that Wawa guy. Remember that guy that was like jerking off outside
Oh,
Wawa?
yeah,
Like, you
yeah.
can't do that. Like, I will never understand, like,
That
somewhere
definitely is a
private,
thing. Like, I've heard of like people.
I couldn't hold it
Joey,
in
keep
anymore.
that in.
keep
You
that
farted
in.
on her though. You like lifted
I
your butt
know.
cheek up. You did the same thing to
You did it to
Lucy.
me.
Yeah, that's your karma.
Because I could not hold it. I've been holding it in the entire video. I couldn't do it anymore. It was seeping out.
Ew, steeping. We are at work.
What the fuck?
Oh, way back.
I hate my life.
Okay, Lucy.
My stupid tongue is on.
I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, I remember. I've heard of people like that go onto the sex offender registry for like doing that, like
Yeah.
purposefully, like being naked when someone else can see them,
Especially like
Oh.
by a school or whatever.
Yeah. And like not like doing it on purpose, but on purpose.
Yeah.
I have a question back to something else. If somebody, because people go on the sex offender registry for pissing outside,
Yeah.
not even just near a school or anything, just pissing outside
Mhm.
regularly. If they get arrested for that, can they have bail?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Everyone can have bail.
No, she's saying
Well,
she
I'm
don't want
like-
bail.
Oh, personally for you, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
You
no.
want to make PMAPs, okay?
Yeah.
You want to go to
Listen.
jail and not get bail?
Listen,
Well,
It's an
different for guys,
unfortunate,
I don't know
like,
why.
it's an
'Cause, like, they have their
unfortunate
whole
part
dick out.
of
That's
like.
sexist because we got our whole vaginas out.
But you can't really
Yeah,
see.
but like, yeah.
Yes. What about a girl?
But in order to make it fair that nothing else gets bail, then no, they can't get bail. Even though I would say that would be like one exception, but you can't, because you can't say, oh no, just them get bail,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, ready?
Alright.
Next.
Everyone say
Bye,
goodbye to
Lucy.
Lucy.
So this one is, ladies, what are some of your worst Valentine's Day stories? And I think we should tell our own.
Yes.
I don't have any,
Yeah, I was
but-
just gonna say I don't think I have any.
I have one.
My worst one, I only have one. You want to go first or you want me to go first?
It don't matter.
My worst Valentine's Day is so stupid. I was literally in 6th grade. Maybe 7th, I forget. 6th or 7th grade. 6th, 7th. I was in 6th or 7th grade and I was dating this guy for like 2 days before Valentine's Day. And I really hope he doesn't see this. That would be so embarrassing that I'm talking about it 20 years later. But
It's funny though.
he gave me for Valentine's Day, like a little stuffed animal, bear or whatever. And like on the bear, it was holding a little heart and it said, "I love you" on it. Now, mind you, we've been dating for 2 days. So I was like, nope, that's too much, and broke up with him. And yeah, I feel bad about it now, like breaking up with someone on Valentine's Day, but that was crazy. Like, we've been dating for 2 days.
Too much. I'm too clingy.
Right.
That does remind me of when I was in 5th grade. During my emo era, before this point, no boys cared about me. They all bullied me. But then I turned emo, and suddenly my biggest childhood crush asked me out. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I was depressed, so it couldn't get any worse, right? So then he like picks me a flower, gets me a necklace, and he gives it to me, and this icked me out so bad that I broke up with him. But I thought I'd make it better because my best friend had a crush on him. So I was like, I'm breaking up with you, but she wants to date you, so why don't you just date her? And he was like so sad, and I felt so bad now. But at the time, I was like, I don't give a fuck.
That is so. You just passed them off to somebody else.
I thought it would make it better, but I think it made it worse.
Oh my god.
So I was dating this guy in like 9th grade. We only dated for like a month or two total. I don't really remember. But we had started dating like, a month or two before Valentine's Day. And my friend had gifted me chocolate. And I don't really like chocolate unless it has like almonds in it. And it was not that. So I gave it to him and like made it specific. Like, this is not for Valentine's Day. Like, I just don't want them. And I know you like chocolate. And I don't know what happened. He thought it was weird, and we ended up breaking up later that day on the stairwell in high
She
school.
was on the other end of it.
Yeah, yeah. But he was a fucking psycho. Like he blew up a gas station. He was doing like meth and cocaine and like psychopath.
At 14.
At 14.
That's insane.
Maybe the adoption caused him to have like issues and abandonment, and he decided to take it out on a gas station.
That's like the worst thing you can blow up. All I guess. Like, and he was not in jail.
No.
Not in juvie.
Like, did he get caught? Well,
What?
now he is.
Well, yeah, now he is.
Statute
How do you
of
know?
limitations
He told
aren't
you?
up.
No, because it was like on the news and everything, and it was him.
That's crazy.
Did he tell you it was him?
Yeah, because we were dating.
Oh my god, you're an accomplice, and you never turned him in?
And what am I gonna do? Do it now? Be like, yo, when that gas station blew up 10 years ago, yeah, it was him.
You should. Be a good citizen.
No. Good on that
Did
one.
anyone like die or get hurt?
No.
Okay. Then no, yeah. Oh!
Not die, just hurt. Like, the,
Turn him in!
the cashier or whatever. I think they're fine now.
Oh my good god.
A guy asked me out on Valentine's Day with some flowers and chocolate in hand near the end of our high school year. I had never received a romantic gift before, so at the time I awkwardly accepted his gift with a thank you so much. He then got upset that I apparently did not immediately want to jump into his arms. I unfortunately forgave his attitude, thinking maybe he just needed a chance and maybe it was my fault for not reacting with more joy that he bought me flowers and chocolates. He ended up being a terrible boyfriend, and he absolutely loved to bring up that he got me flowers and chocolates on Valentine's Day, even though he never got me any more gifts after we started dating. Anytime I made him mad or we argued, he would hold it over my head about the flowers and chocolates he got for me once in our relationship. Every single time. I now hate receiving flowers from men, and I'm happy to never get gifts from them ever again if that means I can't hold it against my head like a gun.
There's no
That's
way.
extreme. But, like, I get it.
You say end of high school? This man is 18 talking about some, I got you flowers.
You ran over my dog. Well, I got you flowers and chocolates and you weren't happy, so.
Like, that's literally the one thing you should buy someone on Valentine's Day.
Right.
It's not like you bought her a ring or something like.
Yeah, and y'all weren't even dating at that point.
And she said he never got her another gift after that.
Yeah, that's insane.
Flowers and chocolate are like the cheapest things you can get too.
I know.
Like,
That's crazy.
I don't know what was worse, the few years with my ex where he didn't get me anything and threw a fit if my female friends got me something, or after I was newly single again, going out with friends after agreeing we'd be each other's Valentines. I brought them mini teddy bears and candy hearts, and they gave me a half-assed thanks and tossed them aside. Then at dinner, they sat in silence the entire time because they didn't want to spend money at the restaurant they picked. I then proceeded to pay for our photo booth pictures together. Silly me, they ran my card and ended up spending $40 worth of pictures only to ghost me a week later.
Wow.
The friends ghosted her?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell even happened
What kind of
during that
friend?
time that everything had to go downhill so quickly?
Sounds like they were just using her, honestly.
Yeah.
My ex planned a Valentine's Day camping trip as my January birthday present. I thought that was super cute. He then invited 3 of his friends. Like 2 days before the trip, one of his friends called to say he had COVID, but he was still coming on the trip. I told him I didn't want to go camping with his friend and risk getting COVID. I thought this was reasonable and that he would talk to his friend. Instead, he told me that I could just stay home.
Oh my god.
The cute is gone, along with my birthday present, LOL. They all went camping without me. On actual Valentine's Day, I went to hang out with my own friends and have dinner at their house. While my bestie was cooking, I was hanging out in the kitchen just yapping. She had a candle on the counter that I did not pay enough attention to, and yup, I accidentally caught my hair on fire, directly in the middle, leaving leaving the middle super short and the sides unscathed. Luckily, I wasn't hurt physically, just horrified. It smelled so bad. During the freak out that naturally ensued, he called me a few times. When I finally got myself together and called him back, he somehow made me catching my hair on fire about himself. I ended up crying and cutting my own hair in the shower because I had to go to work the next day. We broke up when he got home. I don't think I'll ever forget that one.
I would not either.
Yeah.
That was one after the other. It was like, bang!
Poor girl. She said in the whole middle.
How does that even happen? Just the whole middle.
Yeah, I wonder one how big the candle is and was she like.
Was she literally just like,
She said she wasn't paying enough attention.
Oh,
but to
no.
go all the way in the middle.
that shit's
That's
gotta be
horrible.
fake? She said the ends were unscathed.
No, she said the sides.
Oh yeah, this.
Alright guys, so that was our little Reddit stories Valentine's Day edition. We hope to catch you next week.
Alright, guys, leave a comment down below if you like this video. Like, subscribe.
Tell
follow
us
our
what
other
else we should
socials.
read.
Yes.
Any
Yes.
topics you want to hear?
ideas.
Game
Yeah.
ideas is a good one.
Any games you want to sponsor us, we'll play.
Yes. We need more games.
We could do drinking. We're all over the age of 21, so do or drink if you want to sponsor us.
Alright, guys, bye.
Thanks for watching.